Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming in a little bit of a different space because I am used to filming in natural light. In my closet, I don't get much natural light, so I feel a little bit uncomfortable with how the picture is coming out. So I'm experimenting. Let me know if you hate this setup or if you prefer it in my closet or vice versa, or if it doesn't make any difference to you. Anyway, today I'm doing a little 2023 roundup of my most and least used handbags. Now, I will say that 2023 has been a little bit of an anomaly of a year. It's been a little bit difficult for me to access some of my handbags because I moved twice. A lot of things were in storage or packed away or just not easily accessible. So it's a little bit unfair to do a most and least used handbag, but I'm going to do it anyway because I love these videos, and I also feel like it's such a nice way to see an abbreviated collection video of kind of the highlights and kind of the good and the bad. And you kind of always learn something from it. And it's also kind of nice to look back on the bags that you've worn a lot. So anyway, I'm gonna get started right now. Okay, so the first bag that I used a lot of in 2023 is this Longchamp bag. And actually I use it as a crossbody bag with this strap, but this is actually a cosmetics pouch and it does not come with the strap. So I added grommets to it. I have a video on it. And this is a strap that I have from Lily & Bean from another bag that I don't use for that bag. And I just love this punch of color. Even though it's a bright punch of teal, it actually goes with quite a lot. So I never struggled with whether or not this matched anything, but this is such a great errands bag. It's like a throw and go, no fuss. And because it's so small, you don't really get too much wear on the corners because it's not bumping into things. I mean, it does need a little clean because it's quite dirty, but this, for a little bag, packs quite a punch and, you know, basically carries everything you could possibly want, which is, for me, as basics, would be keys, wallet, phone. And it carries that and a little bit more. So like a lip gloss, a Tic Tac pack or something like that. And if you can get your hands on a color that you like and just convert it to, you can do a DIY, but I just got it done at a shoe repair place. This was a great one. Okay, so the next bag that I used a ton of that I loved so much was, no surprise, my Fendi baguette in the pink Napa leather. And this has served me so well. I've had this for so many years and it has never failed me, and it packs so much, and yet it's not overwhelming of a bag. Now, I loved it so much when this came out in the interlaced leather. I was like, yes, please, because this kind of looks like a raffia bag without being raffia. And I just thought this interlaced leather was so nice and so beautiful. So this, even though I have not had it all year, I only got it probably in the summer, I still wore it so much and it's never failed me. And these two bags are just such functional, usable, beautiful, and not overwhelming bags that I loved it so much. Now, the new one has a slightly longer shoulder strap. And by shoulder, I mean like the short shoulder strap. You wouldn't think it's like a big deal, but for me, I really don't like that. I feel like it looks a little bit sloppy when it's like that versus this is the shorter original size. And this, I feel like, lays much nicer. So I don't love that. I wish they would have increased the length on the actual like long shoulder strap, because that's exactly the same as the old model, but that's like kind of a weird change that they did. But nonetheless, I still love these. And will I get another one? I just can't. I can't do it. I just have to enjoy what I have, and these are great colors that go with a lot of things. So I'm gonna keep using these until they die. Okay, so one bag that I found really surprising as one of my most used bags this year is actually my Square Chanel Mini. And this is, I always forget, is it like the Cocoa Crush or the Pearl Crush. I always forget which one it is. I know a lot of people told me in the comments of my Chanel collection video, so I'll go and revisit those comments, but this is the one with the adjustable strap, and it's this beautiful, has this little button where you adjust it long or short. Now this is surprisingly very heavy, and even though it's not humongous in size, it's quite dense and quite heavy. So I will warn you, if you come across this bag and you're, you know, in whatever color but in this style, I will warn you in saying that it's not entirely comfortable sometimes when you're wearing it like this, and especially if you have like a bare shoulder. Anyway, despite the heavy ball, this is such a great color, and even though some would think it's a very bright color that may not go with a lot, it actually goes with quite a lot, because for me, this is like a coral, and it leans a little bit more pink than orange, which I like, and this really beautiful, deep, rich, antique gold hardware, I feel like is such a nice compliment against this coral color, which is so beautiful. But back to the color, this color goes with so much, surprisingly. Obviously, it goes with black or beige or any of the neutral colors, but this goes really well with, you know, navy blue, but even blue jeans, light blue, dark blue jeans, because it complements that color. So it's so gorgeous. And even though it's a mini bag, it still fits, you know, my basics of keys, wallet, phone. And this is an iPhone 13, regular, not a Max, and it fits fine. So what I will say about this bag is that when I first got it, it was a little bit dry and very matte, because it's, I don't know, the lambskin batches just change from year to year, or from season to season, or from batch to batch, I should say. And it felt a little dry, so I did have to moisturize this many times. It just feels so much better. It feels so much more supple. There's more of a shine to it than that matte, dry skin feeling or look. So I love this. This has served me so well. Now, yes, this is more of a spring summer bag, so I did primarily use this most of the spring and summer. This has been such a great bag, and I love it. Okay, so the last bag that I wore a ton of this summer, and again, another great grab and go, is this beautiful Longchamp raffia vanity bag. And I'm not normally like a vanity bag type of person, but this one is very flexible. It's, you know, very easy to open and close. And so this embroidery is so beautiful. I mean, look at that. The size is so dinky, but because it's quite wide, it fits a lot. So this was also, and I just love this bright punchy lemon yellow. And this is how it falls. I've just enjoyed this bag a lot. This is another very casual, easy bag. Goes with shorts, dresses, jeans, whatever. And I wore this a lot. So those are my most worn bags of 2023. And I would say the theme of that was really about easy access, throw and go, no fuss, and punches of color. So I really enjoyed that in 2023. Okay, so now let's go to my least worn bags. Now, like I said, there were a lot of bags that I wasn't able to wear in 2023 because being packed away and stuff. But these are bags that I want to show a little bit more love to in 2024 because they're such good bags and I just love them so much. So let's get started with the first one. Okay, the first one is this freaking beautiful Louis Vuitton Alma BB in the vernis leather. I love vernis leather. I love patent leather of any kind, really. And in this beautiful amaranth, and check out that shine. And it's so gorgeous. Now, when I bought this, I've been eyeing this. I have a video on it, but I've been eyeing this for like 10 years. And I finally got it last year and I was so happy. And I even got the beautiful LV charm that comes with it, the chain. And I just realized that I can't find it. I'm not worried that it's disappeared. I know it's somewhere. I just have to go through some boxes to find it. So I need to do that for sure. But this definitely did not get the wear that I was hoping to get. But Again, I didn't really have that many opportunities to because this one was definitely packed away because I didn't want it to get damaged. This comes with a long shoulder strap. I don't really, you know, they clip on, you probably know, but you clip them on the outside of these handles, and I don't like it because I feel like it hangs funny. It's also a bit long, but I prefer to wear this just by the hand, and I feel like it's a lot chicer, or by the crook of the arm. So this is definitely a bag that is so beautiful, that deserves more time out and to be worn and shown, but it's a little bit of a specific look. So by that I mean, it's a little bit dressy, and I'm very casual of a person in terms of how I dress. So I don't always find the opportunities to wear them. However, this is coming out, and it's too beautiful just to sit. I'm gonna show more love to this bag this year. It's gonna see the world a lot more. So this is definitely one of my least worn, but I love it so much, it's too beautiful not to wear. And so I'm gonna, now that I'm feeling a little bit more settled, I will definitely give this more attention. Okay, the next bag that I love so much that I did not wear enough of in 2023 is this beautiful Burberry pocket bag. This is the mini size, and I've had this for a couple of years now. I love this. It is such a functional bag. It has a shoulder strap that's a good length, and it's also adjustable. And even though it looks kind of narrow inside, it actually fits quite a bit. And it looks good with every outfit. And I am definitely on a Burberry check obsession. Can we call it that? And I freaking love this check print. I think that it's so subtle, but still punchy and poppy enough to elevate an outfit, and it's really so comfortable to wear. It looks good with most outfits, including this one, and I have like a patterned blouse on, but it looks so great that and you know, it's so functional. This is where I would keep my phone, and it's so easy to just access this. I know this is not like a silhouette that everyone's dying over or after, but it's definitely an underrated bag, and it fits quite a bit. I have a video on this, and it's, you know, a leather base, but it's such a good one. So I definitely need to show this one more love. This comes in so many different colors and textures, like leathers and things like that. So, and prints where it says Burberry or whatever. This one, I just love the check so much because it's speaking a lot without saying a lot, if that makes any sense. So this is a good one, and this is very easy to style, and I will definitely be paying more attention to this one in 2024. Okay, so the last really amazing bag that I love, that I did not wear enough of in 2023, is this Givenchy bag. Now, this is a crossbody. It's adjustable. I've done a video on this, like this was one of my first videos ever, but this, I believe, when I bought it, was called the 3G small Givenchy bag, and I think, based on what someone in the comments may have said before, it may be discontinued, and I think they're calling them a 4G now. And I don't know if the 4G is bigger or smaller than the 3G, but if you know, please tell me in the comments, because I don't think I've seen the 4G in person. But anyway, this has a slip pocket. Someone's asked me if this fits a phone in the back, and it does, but it sticks out like that. So it's not ideal, but if you just need to put it away for a second, that totally works. So there's a lot of brands that do this kind of silhouette, and I love this because it's such a smooth, beautiful leather. I'm not precious with my bags, and I have had this for a couple of years now, so I've definitely worn it quite a bit, just not a lot in 2023. And there's not really anything to write home about in terms of marks. There's a little indentation here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that, but there's a tiny little indentation here. Other than that, there's no real scratches or anything to write home about. This hardware I love so much. It's so beautiful. It's a very subtle gold hardware magnet that is very strong and heavy, and it's got a decent inside. It's not humongous, but it will fit your basics. And This looks, I mean, it's a classic black bag. If you're into black, I don't have a lot of black bags in my collection, but this is one that definitely deserves a place in my collection. And I have to say, it was a little bit neglected last year, and I'm going to definitely pay more attention, show more love to this bag because it's so, so good. And really, it's so easy to style. Now, I was saying there's a lot of brands that do this kind of silhouette. I know Celine does a very similar popular bag like this. I think it's called a box bag or something, I'm not really sure, but that's like a crazy price point, so that was not it. Hermes does like the Constance, it's very similar in this. I know Dior has like the 30 Montaigne. So there's a lot of brands, even like more affordable price points, like APC does something called a Grace bag. Cezanne does a really similar silhouette to this bag as well. There's a lot of very affordable price points for this silhouette. It's not a special silhouette, obviously, so you're gonna find a lot of different options for that, but this one I feel like is so chic, very understated. This hardware is so gorgeous, and it's a really comfortable bag. Now, the biggest complaint for this one for me is probably just the straps. Where you adjust it, you clip these on into the holes on either side. Sometimes, not all the time, it will pop off, and it doesn't mean the whole thing like just like falls to my knees or anything, but it just means that I have to re-clip it. So it's a little bit annoying sometimes, but again, it's not all the time. But this hardware is so beautiful. It says Givenchy. This is so beautiful, and I will definitely be showing more love to this bag in 2024. So that is it. That is my 2023 most and least used handbags. I hope you enjoyed it. So let me know what your 2023 bag rewind is. What's your most and least used handbags? And most importantly, what are the bags that surprised you? Because sometimes we have all the intentions of wearing a particular bag because it's so beautiful or you think it's so functional, and then it really disappoints you and you're like, oh, this is really hard to use or annoying to use. And so that's where I feel like we learn a lot from each other. So list those in the comments because I'd love to know those. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.